So today we'll be starting new chapter of trigonometry. Okay, after triangle, I'm starting trigonometry. Now let's see the chapter checklist here. Okay, so in trigonometry, we'll study about trigonometric ratios. Trigonometric ratio are some specific angles, trigonometric ratio of complementary angles, and trigonometric identities. Okay, trigonometry is also one of the good chapter because it will continue till your 12th. Okay, if you are going to drop maths after 10th, still trigonometry will be helpful for you in physics. Okay, because after 10, if you will drop after 10th your mathematics, so you'll not be studying this trigonometric chapter. Okay, so you should know the basic very clearly so that in physics when this trigonometry is used, so you are easily going to solve it. Okay, differentiation, integration, all these things are very necessary. Okay, trigonometry not much, but only this much basics it can be used. So what are trigonometric ratio? First of all, what is trigonometry? Trigonometry means three-sided measuring, three-sided measurement. Okay, now trigonometric ratio. What do you mean by trigonometric ratio? The ratio of the sides of a right angle triangle with respect to its acute angle are called trigonometric ratios. Okay, and trigonometric ratios, for that the triangle should be a right angle. That is a must condition. Okay, and the other two angles in a right angle triangle. In a right angle triangle, whenever you draw a right angle triangle, ABC. So one angle is right angle. The rest two angles, these two angles will always be acute angle. Acute angle. Okay, because the sum is total 180 degree. Okay, and it will minus 90, so both the angles sum will be 90. Okay, so there will always be an acute angle. The angle less than 90 degree will be an acute angle. So the relation with these two acute angles, okay, these are called trigonometric ratios. Okay, now just a minute, sorry. Okay. So now see here, to understand the trigonometric ratio, first of all we have to understand about the base and the perpendicular. Okay, base, perpendicular, and I think hypotenuse everybody know. Now in a right angle triangle, I'll use different color. Okay, in a right angle triangle, everybody, this is a right angle triangle. Okay, now in a right angle triangle, the side which is opposite to the 90-degree angle, that means side AC. Side AC is a hypotenuse. Okay, now if you are referring to angle A, okay, if you are referring to angle A, there are two acute angles in this triangle. Okay, but this angle, if you are referring to angle A, okay, then which one is the base and which one is the perpendicular? If you are referring to angle A, then the side opposite to this angle A will be perpendicular. This one will be perpendicular. And the side alongside with the A, adjacent to A, is the base. Don't get confused. If you are choosing angle A, the side opposite to the angle will be the perpendicular, and the side which is adjoining with the angle is the base. Okay, and hypotenuse will be the same. Okay, always the side opposite to the 90 degree. Now, if I refer to the another angle, okay, okay, for example, now this time instead of A, I'm using angle C. Okay, so if I'm using angle C, still hypotenuse will be this, but this time base will be AB, because AB is the side that is opposite to angle A. So this will be perpendicular and this one will be the base. Okay, so depend which acute angle you are choosing, accordingly the base and the perpendicular will change. Only the hypotenuse will remain same. Okay, now why I'm telling this? Because in trigonometric ratio, we are going to use this hypotenuse, base and perpendicular. Okay, now let's see trigonometric ratios of angle A. Okay, with reference to angle A. Now in trigonometry, we have sine, cos, we have 6. Okay, sine, cosine, tangent. Okay, now other 6 are cosine, secant, and cotangent. Okay, sine, cosine, tangent, cosec, cosent, send, and cotangent. Okay, understood? Now how we are going to measure each of the like sine? What do you mean by sine? So if you see here, first of all, sine of angle A, or you can say sine A. Now I'll draw one more triangle here.
It's Pythagoras theorem.
No, it's not Pythagoras theorem. I have started new chapter, that is trigonometry.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I got it.
Now in this triangle ABC, I've just started only. This angle B is 90 degree and we are going to take the reference of angle A. So if we are taking angle A, that means the side opposite to angle A will be the perpendicular. So this one will be the perpendicular and this one will be the base of this angle. Okay, now sine of angle A, or you can say sine A. This sine A means sine of angle A. Okay, this sine A. This sine is actually sine of angle A. Okay, now in short, we write always sine A. So, cos A. Okay, that means cos of angle A. Okay, now sine A will be what? Sine A is perpendicular by hypotenuse. Perpendicular by hypotenuse. Okay, you have to remember this. Okay, I will tell you a trick also to remember this. Sine value is always equal to perpendicular by hypotenuse. Okay, here perpendicular, if you are referring angle A, perpendicular is BC. Here, just a minute. BC, side BC, perpendicular is what? BC. You can see perpendicular here in this triangle is BC. And what is the hypotenuse? Hypotenuse is AC. So BC by AC. Okay, and this sine, cosine, all these sine, cosine, tangent, all these trigonometric ratios are independent of your value of the triangle side. Okay, it depends on the angle. Okay, it depends on the angles of the triangle. Okay, now it is P by H, BC by AC. Okay, now if I say cosine of angle A, or you can say cos A. Cos A will be equal to what? Cos A will be equal to base by hypotenuse. Now base is what? Base is AB by AC. Okay, these things you have to remember. Tangent can be written as tan A. Okay, tangent short form is tan A. So tangent of angle A can be written as tan A, and tan A is what? Perpendicular by base.
By base.
Yeah. So perpendicular is your BC and base is AB. Okay, understood? Now comes after tan, you have sine cosec. Cosec A is just the reverse, your 1 by sine. Actually, cosec A is the reciprocal of your sine. Okay, you can write that cosec A is 1 by sine A, or you can say sine A is equal to 1 by cosec A. Okay, just the reciprocal of the sine. Okay, so cosec A, you can see in sine you have perpendicular by hypotenuse. So cosine will be
H by B.
yeah, H by B, hypotenuse by perpendicular, or you can say AC by BC. Okay, now similarly sec A is 1 by cos A.
Cos A.
Okay? So this is the reciprocal. Yeah, Sathya.
Ma'am, once again, which one was the base? Like, is it the one joining the angle A?
Yeah, I will tell you again. See, if you are choosing angle A, Safiya, then the side opposite to the angle will be the perpendicular. Okay, and the side that is means that is touching the angle, that is the base. Okay. Now, if I choose angle C, Safiya, listen. If I choose angle C, BC will not be the perpendicular. BC will become the base, and the perpendicular will AB. For angle C, BC is equal to base and AB is equal to perpendicular. Okay, so it depends on which angle you are referring. Okay, these value will also change. If you will take tan C, then the values will also change. We'll discuss on both the acute angles. Okay, now sec will be 1 by cos A. It's just a reciprocal of cos. So it was base by hypotenuse. So this will become hypotenuse by base. Okay, hypotenuse by base means AC by AB. Wait, cos is AC. Yeah, AC by AB. Now sec A, cot A is equal to 1 by tan A. Okay, so this is the reciprocal of tan. So tan is perpendicular by base. So it will become base by perpendicular. Okay, so this will be AB by BC. Okay, so anybody, any doubt in what is the value of sine, what is the value of cos, what is the value of tan? Okay, if you know the value of sine, cos, tan, then you can take out the value of cosec, sec, and cot, because cosec is just the reciprocal of your sine. Second is the reciprocal, or you can say sec is the reciprocal of your cosec, okay, or cos, and cotangent is the reciprocal of your tangent, or you can say cot is the reciprocal of your tan. Okay, now if you are referring, now this was with the reference of angle A that I have done. Okay, yes.
Once again,
Yeah.
what was cosec?
What was cosec? Now again, Satya, look, I am just this time I am going for angle C. Okay, now you only tell me for this. I'm just screen value and saying. Okay, so if I'm referring angle C, okay, for angle C. Now, if I'm referring angle C, then what will be the value of sine, Satya? Sine is what? It is perpendicular by hypotenuse. Okay, now what will be the perpendicular this time? Perpendicular will be AB. So AB by BC. Okay, Safiya. Now, this is for sine C. Okay. Now, if I'll take for cos C, so it will be base by hypotenuse. So base is what? BC. BC by hypotenuse is AC. Wait, why I have written BC here? It will be AC. Okay. Now, if I go for tan C, it will be perpendicular by base. So perpendicular by base means AB by BC. Now similarly, if I go for cosec A, cosec C, so it will be hypotenuse by base, which will be equal to AC by AB. Now if I go for sec A is equal to hypotenuse by
So cosec is the same as 1 by
which one?
like
Yeah,
you said something like
cosec
it is the same as the
cosec is
reciprocal.
equal to 1 by sine. Cosec is reciprocal of sine. Okay, I will tell you again when I go with cosec is the reciprocal of sine. And I can write here, see, sine A is equal to 1 by cosec A. Okay, or you can say cosec A is equal to 1 by sine A. Similarly, cos A is equal to 1 by sec A. It is sec A, or you can say second of angle A. Okay, tan A is equal to 1 by cot A. Okay, so this is the actually you can say a relation between sine and cosec, cos and second, tan and cot. Okay, understood? So this is actually, you can say, the relation between these three. Okay, so if you know the main the sine, cos and tan, you can find out the value of cosec, second, cot also. Okay, and in fact if you know one of them sine, so you can find the other. If you know the value of sine, that means you know the two of the. Okay, sine A is equal to what? Sine A is equal to AB by AC. So third side we can find out. Okay, we'll see here. First we'll see, check the values. Okay, so sec C will be H by B. So it will be what? AC by BC, and cot C is equal to base by perpendicular. So which will be BC by AB. Okay, so for different if you are see, after 90 degree, the angle A and angle C will differ. Okay, angle A can be 40 degree and this can be 50 degree. That depends. So for if you are choosing for angle A, base and value of sine, cos, tan will be different. And if you take the value of C, it means if you are comparing when you are taking angle A, like sine angle A, and when you are taking sine angle C, it will differ. The value will differ. Okay, there will be one case the value will not differ. When if your triangle, in fact, you have a triangle. Okay, this is 90 degree. Okay, now this is 45 degree and this is also 45 degree. Okay, A, B, C. So whether you choose angle A as your reference or whether you choose angle C as your reference, the value of sine, cos, tan will not change. Understood? Because the angles are same. Okay, because the values depend on the angles. Okay, your trigonometric ratios depend on the angles. And everybody, we see some important points also. They'll say now till here, everybody clear that what is the value of sine, cos, tan, cosec, sec, cot. Okay, and this sine A is read as sine of angle A. Cos A, cosine of angle A. Tan A, tangent of angle A. In short form, we write as tan A, cosec A, sec A, cot A. Okay, like this. Now let's see. Now see here, it is the best technique to remember this. Okay, generally teachers teach this technique so easily you can remember. Okay, like you can first time if you are learning, okay, then sine will be base by hypo or perpendicular by hypo. So this is a trick to remember. You can see here only Pandit Badri Prasad har bole. Okay, so from Pandit you can see P and her is H, so it will be P by H, perpendicular by hypo. This is just a trick to remember. Okay, that you will never forget that sine is what? Perpendicular by hypo. Similarly, cos will be B by H. So tan will be P by H. So this is a simple trick through which you can remember this. Okay, and if you know the value of sine is P by H, so just reciprocal it to get the value of cosec. Okay, so cosec will be H by P. Similarly, if you remember the value of cot, that is B by H, so you can get the value of sec, that is H by B. Tan is P by H, P by B, then cot will be B by B. Okay, any doubt? You can write this in your copy. Okay, because through this you can remember it. You will never forget that what is sine, cos, and tan. Okay, now some important facts here. Okay, these facts you should know. Okay, that each trigonometric ratio is a real number and has no unit. Like generally in mathematics, when we write, there's a unit related to it. Okay, so there's no unit related to this. Okay, so the value of each of the trigonometric ratio of an angle does not depend on the size of the triangle. That only I told you, it depends on the angle. Okay, it does not depend on the value of your sides. Okay, so it depends on the angle. It depends only on the angle. The value of a trigonometric ratio of an angle do not vary with the length of the side of the triangle if the angle remains the same. Okay, अगर sometimes you may I can say you that triangle is enlarged. Okay, आपने जो value अभी recent निकाली है, you have calculated it for an angle like for example say 90, 40 and 50. Now I'm just enlarging that same triangle, but I'm not changing the ratios. So your sine cos theta angle will also not change. Their value will also remain same because it depends on the angle, not the side of the triangles. Okay. If one of the triangle ratio of an acute angle is known, then the remaining trigonometric ratios of that angle can easily be calculated. For example, if you know the value of sine as 1/2, so that means, just to explain this, for example, if I'm writing that sine A is equal to 1/2, so that means we already know that sine A is 1/2. That means, sine A is equal to what? It is perpendicular by hypo. Okay, so we can say that perpendicular value is equal to 1k because it is the ratio. It is not the exact value. That is why I'm writing 1k, and k is some natural number. Okay, because this is the ratio. Okay, so h is equal to 2k. Okay, now if I'm drawing a triangle here, A, B, C, this is 90 degree. Okay, so sine A, if I'm taking sine A, so this will be the this CB will be the perpendicular. So this will be 1k and hypotenuse will be 2k. So from this, you can take out the value of AB. How you will take out the value of AB? So AB square is equal to, AB square will be equal, or square is equal to AC. AC square minus CB square. Okay, so it will be 2 square minus 1 square, 3 square. Wait, not like this. And that's equal to 3. So it will be AD will be √3. So one of the side will be √3. Okay. Now, can you find out the other values of the trigonometric ratios like cos, tan, all that? Okay. Like if you form this, I have given you the value of sine A. Now, from you have got the value of AB also. So you can find out the value of cos A. So cos A will be what? Base by hypo. So base value we have got √3 and hypo value is your 2. Okay. So 2 by this will be in the form of k. Everywhere k will be there. Okay. So k. So now the ratio will be √2/3. Okay. And similarly, tan also.
How √2/3?
We have got the value of AB square as √3. Sorry, AB as √3. Okay. AB as √3 from this. Okay. When you will be doing question, that time I was going in detail. I wanted to explain that point, that how that point, what that point means. Okay. So tan A also it will be what? Perpendicular by base. So perpendicular value is your 2 and this is base will be √3. So 2/√3. So this way, if one of your ratio is known, so you can find out other trigonometric ratios. Okay. In an isosceles right angle triangle, right angle at B, the trigonometric ratio obtained by taking either angle A or angle C gives the same value that I have explained you just before, that if both the angles are same, like 45, so that if you find out the ratios at angle A or either angle C, that time it will be same if the angles are same. Okay, but if angles are not same, then the value will differ. Okay, as we know that the hypotenuse, and hypotenuse is the biggest side. Everybody knows. Okay, we know that hypotenuse square is equal to the sum of the square of the other two sides. So if you take the ratio, if you see the trigonometric ratio of sine A, so sine A is what? It is perpendicular by hypo. Okay, so the value will always be less than 1. Cos base by hypo, the value will always be less than 1. But similarly, if you see sec A will be hypo by base. Okay, so it will be greater than, it will be 1 or greater than. Okay, cosec A, it will be greater than 1 or equal to 1. Similarly, sine and cos, it will be less than 1 or 1, but it will not be greater than 1. Okay, now here in a triangle, in a right angle triangle, A, B, C. Okay, in a right angle triangle, for example, if one of your ratio is given, like sine A, so you need to find out the other ratio. So obviously, if sine A is given, then 2 of your values are given. Okay, which one? The perpendicular and the hypo. Okay, so from Pythagoras theorem, we already know that AB square. Okay, sorry, not AB, AC square. Okay, AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. Okay, in this triangle ABC, in this given triangle. Okay, and similarly, you can find out the value of AB also. For example, AC is given to you and you have to find out the value of AB. Okay, BC is also given. So AB square will be equal to what? AC square minus BC square. And same way, if BC is not given and AC and AB is given, so BC square is equal to AC square minus AB square. Okay, so this way you can find out the value of the sides and then you can find out the ratio also. Okay, now some points to remember that whenever you are writing, okay, that sine A whole square is not equal to like this. I'll show you. Okay, because these are some silly mistakes that you may do or we may do. Okay, when we are learning, just learning. So sine A, if I'm writing sine A whole square, so this is equal to sine square A, okay, and not sine.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, always remember. And if I'm writing sine A inverse, so it is equal to 1 by sine A. Okay, this is not inverse, this is minus power. Okay, but this is not equal to sine. This is read as sine inverse A. This is different thing. In 11, 12, you will come across this. Okay, sine inverse A.
Yes, ma'am. It's trigonometry inverse.
Yeah, this is inverse. We called it inverse, and the value is different. Okay, so sine A to the power minus 1 is equal to 1 by sine A. You can write. Okay, similarly, same thing with cos also and other trigonometric ratios also. Not only cos, if you are writing cos A whole square, so it will be cos square A. Okay, you cannot write this cos A square. Okay, because A square is different thing. It is the square of cos. Because what is this? What we call this sine A? We read it sine of angle A. Okay, we are not going to square angle A. So this is sine of angle A. This is read as sine of angle A. Cos of angle A. This is read. Okay, and never write in this format. In a sine inverse A, this format, because this is different thing, totally different thing. Okay, so now let's see some of the examples on based on that how you are going to select that what will be the base, what will be the height, how you are going to calculate sine value, cos, tan, cosec. Okay, if any of the ratios given, how you are going to find out other ratios. Okay, so let's check. Okay, so example number 1. Okay, so for example number 1, I'm just copying this. So now, if you will see this, indicate the perpendicular, the hypotenuse, and the base. Okay. So for first one, is it visible, everybody? I'm going to enlarge. Okay. Is it visible, everybody, on your screen? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Sathya, for first one, can you tell me? Can you see this angle x? So with respect to angle x, you have to tell me the hypotenuse, the base, and the perpendicular. So we'll start with perpendicular. So what is the perpendicular here in the first one?
Perpendicular will be B.
Yeah, very good. And what will be the hypotenuse here?
C.
C.
And your base?
And B.
Wait, let us speak, Sathya. Yeah, base will be?
And base will be A.
Yeah, very good. Rushil?
Yes.
are you-
Yes.
Yeah, can you tell me for second one with respect to angle x? Your base,
Yeah.
sorry, for perpendicular?
Yes. And the perpendicular will be E, the hypotenuse will be F, and the base will be D.
Yeah, very good. Rudronian?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, for third one, perpendicular?
Ma'am, G will be base,
Yeah, hypotenuse?
and G will be B.
Yeah, G will be hypotenuse. And now, sorry, the G will be perpendicular, hypotenuse will be the longest side with opposite to the 90-degree angle.
Yeah, will be H.
H will be I, and your base will be what?
H.
Yeah, very good. Okay. So I think everybody understood that how to check that what is the base, what is the hypotenuse, and which one is the perpendicular. Okay. Hypotenuse will remain same, whichever angle you take. Okay. Whichever acute angle you are taking, the right angle triangle, hypotenuse will be the same. Only the base and perpendicular will differ. Okay. So now let's see the second one. From the following figure, find sine. Okay. So let's copy this and find out the. Okay. So let's start with Shazan. Okay. So first Shazan, you have to calculate. You can see here we have got the value of AC as 13 and AB as 5. Now you have to tell me what will be the value of BC.
Ma'am, BC square equals to AC square minus AB square.
So it will be BC square is equal to AC square minus AB square. Okay. So 13 square minus 5 square. So 13 square is equal to what? It will be 100.
100.
69.
Yeah.
169.
Yeah, 116. So it will be equal to
144.
so BC will be equal to
12.
okay. So we have got the value of BC. It is 12 here. Okay. Now sine A. Now I'll get chance to. Okay, Rushil, can you start? I'll start with you, Rushil. So sine A will be what? First, tell me. It is in with sine A will be equal to perpendicular by hypo, base by hypo, or perpendicular by base.
Ma'am, it is perpendicular by perpendicular by hypotenuse.
Now tell me the value. What will be the value of sine A through this figure?
Ma'am, the bottom will be 13.
Perpendicular. Wait, this is angle A. Okay, so perpendicular here will be what?
12 by 13. Perpendicular will be 12.
Yeah, 12 by 13. Now cos A. Cos A, Rudronian, can you tell me cos A value?
Cos is it's perpendicular by hypo.
No, base by
It's
hypo.
adjacent.
Sine is perpendicular by hypo, cos is base by hypo. Okay.
Adjacent and base is the same, right?
Yeah, so and yeah, adjacent and base. Adjacent,
Five
the 13 adjacent to it. So it is 5 by 13. Okay. Now tan A, Safiya tan A.
It will be perpendicular by
Base.
by base.
Okay, so now what will be the value of perpendicular by base means?
Ma'am, can you show the figure?
The figure.
Yes, ma'am, can you
12.
show the figure?
Yes, Afia, you're saying something? Is it figure not visible?
Yeah, I can't see the figure.
I have
Oh.
enlarged it.
Yeah, okay, I can see it now.
Okay.
Yes,
So,
ma'am, it will be 12 by 5.
yes, it will be 12 by 5. Okay. Now, similarly, we can find out cosec. Cosec A. Cosec A will be the reciprocal of sin A. That will be 13 by 12. And cos A, sec A will be reciprocal of cosec A. That is 13 by 5. Okay. And cot A will be the reciprocal of tan A, which will be equal to 5 by 12. Okay. So, any doubt, anybody, how you're going to find out, means if any of the side is missing, how you're going to find out the values of the trigonometric ratios? Okay.
It's formula based. All of
Yeah, it is formula based. Okay, trigonometry is mainly formula based, and right now for 10th and 9th it is easy, but 11th, 12th when you go, there's so many identities. Still formulas are there, but proofs, they are mainly proofs, and you'll see the inverse trigonometry, the graph one. Okay, all these things will be there. Okay, the third one, if tan A is equal to 4 by 3, find the other trigonometric ratios of angle A. Now here tan A is given, tan A is equal to 4 by 3. Now tan A is equal to, we know that tan A is equal to perpendicular by base. So we can say that base will be equal, perpendicular will be equal to 4k and base will be equal to 3k. But I'm taking k because it's not exact value. This is the ratio. Maybe after cancelling we have got 4 by 3. So that's why I'm taking 4k and 3k. And k is a natural number. Okay, here positive integer you can say. Now if we know that perpendicular by base, then hypotenuse will be root p square plus b square. Okay, so it will be 16k square plus 9k square.
16 plus 9 is 25.
Yeah,
It will be 5.
Okay, and some of the trigonometric, so Pythagoras theorem, you may remember. These are commonly used. Like just now you have seen 13, 12, and 5. This is one pair. This one is also a pair, 5, 4, 3. These are the pairs for trigonometry, as a Pythagoras theorem. If in this first one, 13 is the hypotenuse, 12 and 5 will be the two sides. 5 will be the hypotenuse, 4 and 3 will be the other sides. Okay, so when you will keep on doing now, then you will remember these values, and that makes your calculation little very easy. Not little, very much easy. Okay, so we have got h is equal to 5k in fact. Okay,
Now there is the second pair.
what pair?
One second pair. Yeah.
5, 4, 3. These are generally used in your Pythagoras, and rest you can at that same time you can find out also. But these are some of the pairs, and many more pairs also you will come across. Okay, that follow the Pythagoras theorem. Okay, so we have got the value of this 5. Okay, now tan A, and we have to find the rest of the value. I think, yeah, other trigonometric ratios. Okay, now sin A. Sin A will be equal to perpendicular by hypo. So hypo will be 5 and perpendicular. Which angle we are choosing? Angle A. So angle A opposite will be 4 kk. So kk will be cancelled by 5. Okay. Now similarly, cos A will be base by hypo. So it will be 3 by 5. Okay. And tan we already know it was given. After tan it is cosec. Cosec A is equal to 5 by 4. Sec A is equal to 5 by 3. And cot A. Cot will be inverse of tan. Okay, so what was the value of tan given? 4 by 3. So it will be 3 by 4. Yeah, okay. Any doubt in these questions? So are you enjoying trigonometry, or do you feeling it is boring? It is
Just good.
okay. So in fact, trigonometry is one of interesting chapter. Okay. So let's see example number 4. Everybody is going to do this question. Okay, I'm just going to call everybody to do this question and tell me the answer. Question is properly visible?
Yes, ma'am.
In triangle PQR, right angle at Q. So Q is the right angle. That means Q will be 90 degree. QR is equal to 3 centimeter and PR minus PQ is 1 centimeter. Just look at this. PR minus PQ is equal to 1 centimeter. Can anybody tell how we are going to solve this question? Let me take the diagram. PQR. So Q is 90 degree. Okay.
First we will find the
QR will be 3 centimeter. So this is 3 centimeter. Okay. Now it is given, it is not given that PQ value or PR value. It is given PR minus PQ is equal to 1 centimeter. Okay. Now from Pythagoras theorem, what we know that PR square is equal to PQ square plus QR square. Okay. Is the color visible to everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I will choose color. Okay. PR square is equal to PQ square plus QR square. Now here QR square, if you change it in reference of QR square, so QR square is equal to PQ square minus, sorry. Okay. PR square minus PQ square. Okay. Now QR square we know 3. So it will be 9. And PR square minus PQ square. Not we know the value of PR minus PQ, not PR square minus PQ. Now, how can you do this after this? Any idea? PR square minus PQ.
I'm going to pick one square. Ma'am, because it's written.
See, you have got the value of PR minus PQ. Okay, if we have got PR minus PQ whole square, then we have put 1 square. But here is PR square minus PQ square. Now, I will see here A square minus B square.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
You
ma'am.
can
We
use
can write
this.
it as P
These
R minus.
are going to be used everywhere. You have to check.
Okay.
Okay, so
I was thinking of it, but
A
not
plus
how it
B.
is it here.
When you will keep on using this, then you whenever you see the question, it's directly strike to you what we have to do. Okay, so the same thing we are going to do here. So PR minus PQ multiplied by PR plus PQ, because we know the value of PR minus PQ. Okay, that's it. Okay, so here we can write 1 and PR plus PQ. Okay, now if you multiply 1 from here, so it will be same. So 9 is equal to PR plus RQ. Sorry, PQ is there, no? It is. I have not written anything wrong here, no? PR and PQ. PR, PQ, PR, PQ. I have written here also wrong. PR, PQ is here. PQ. Okay, PR plus PQ. Now we know this is one of the equation that PR plus PQ is equal to 1. And one equation we are already given. That is in the starting only you have got one equation, that is PR minus PQ. PR minus PQ is equal to 1. So we have got 2 equations. Okay. One is given and one we have found out. Now, what we are going to do through these equations, by solving these 2 equations, we'll get the value. Yes. And how? See, if you are going to add both the equations, then you see here PQ will be cancelled. 1 is minus, 1 is plus. So adding equation 1 and 2. Okay, so when you will add equation 1 and 2, so you will get, see, I am writing here clearly PR plus PQ plus PR minus PQ is equal to 9 plus 1. Okay, so PQ will be cancelled. 2 PR is equal to 10. So PR will be what? 5? Yes or no? PR value is 5 centimeter. So now PQ value will be equal to, you can put this value of PR in any of the equation. Okay, so PQ value will be 4 centimeter. Any doubt in this? Any doubt, anybody?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay, so we have got the value of PR, and similarly in any of the equation, whenever you keep the value of PR, either you can keep the value of PR in first, either you can keep the value of PR in second, and you will get the value of PQ. Okay, so it will be 4. Now we have got the value of PR and PQ here. PR and PQ 5 and 4. Okay, now so what we have to find out, determine the value of sin R and cos R and tan R. So this is going to tell me the value of sin R, cos R and tan R. This is going to tell me the value of, tell me, Shatan.
One sign is P by V.
Yes, P by B, P by H.
P by H. I'm so sorry, ma'am.
Okay, hypotenuse in sine and in cos, hypotenuse will be there. Okay, in sine and cos, you remember this hypotenuse will be there, and always hypotenuse will be on the base. Okay, and the other thing with sine is perpendicular, and with cos is base. And in trigonometry, he will not get this the hypotenuse. Okay, our sir taught us, like when we were studying, that you imagine that you have to climb a wall. Okay, and you have got a stair. Okay, जो सीढ़ी नहीं होती है. Okay, so this your hypotenuse is that stair. Okay, but only sine and cos will get the stairs. Okay, tan is not going to get the stairs. Okay, just remember this. Your hypotenuse will sine and cos only have the hypotenuse. Okay, tan will not get the hypotenuse. Okay, so you'll not make mistake with P by H or P by B. Okay, so it is P by H. Now what is this P here respect to R? You have to find out with respect to R, Shazan. Now tell me.
Ma'am, it's 4 by 5.
4 by 5. Very good. Now cos.
Ma'am, cos will be, ma'am, B by H.
Yes, so it will be
3
3.
by 5.
And tan will
Tan
be
is 5 by 3.
5 by 3. You'll not get.
No, not 5 by 3. My mistake, I said 5 by 3. I'm finished 4 by 3.
Yes, because it is perpendicular by base. Or you can say that tan value. One relation is also there. Tan is equal to sine. Tan is equal to sine by cos. Tan R is equal to sine R by cos R. This is the relation. Tan is equal to sine by cos. Okay. So if you see here, so it will what? Perpendicular by hypo, base by hypo, hypo cancel, perpendicular by base. Okay. So this is a relation between tan, sine, cos. And there are many more relations also. Okay. So I am stopping the class here only because we are almost time is there. Okay. So any doubt till here? Anybody, any doubt till here?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So go through your trigonometry chapter. I will upload the handouts also. You'll find there. Okay. So remember what is perpendicular, what is base, what is hypo, and what is the value of sine, tan, cos, cosec, cosine, and cot. Okay. And what is the relation? I have told you the relation also. Sine is equal to 1 by cosec, cot is equal to 1 by sec, and tan is equal to 1 by cot. Okay. And I have also told you that tan is equal to here. I have told you that tan is equal to sine by cos. Okay. So remember these ratios. With these only we are going to solve other sums also. Okay, and there are many more ratios are going to come. So let's close our class here. Bye bye till then.